Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to round 16 of the NRL. What a round of football it's going to be. And it is Beanie for Brain Cancer round. The Mark Hughes Foundation. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. They raise money for brain cancer, trying to find a something to stop brain cancer, and the beanies that they're selling this weekend are fantastic as well. So I want to encourage everybody to go out and buy yourself a beanie. I think you can get them at IGA, you can get them at Lowe's, you can get them all over the place. So I'll be purchasing a beanie tomorrow. Hopefully I can get one in my area, but what a round of footy. I won't have my beanie till tomorrow. Obviously, I live in Lismore, and as everyone knows, we got fucked up by the flood. Majority of the shops are still closed. We've got a few shops open up here, but not a lot. But I'll be getting my beanie tomorrow. I should have it for the podcast tomorrow night, actually. And to help me to preview the round of footy, CJ Moxley. CJ, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm well, man. Cracker round coming up. You've got the Queensland Derby. Massive.
I can't wait for that.
The homecoming for the Warriors. Big round.
Right. The Warriors are back at home. The Cowboys, Broncos, Queensland Derby. Manly, Melbourne on Thursday night. An old rivalry there. Couple of unpredictable games in South versus Parramatta and St George versus Canberra. Newcastle and Gold Coast as well. The Battle of the Wooden Spoon. This is going to be a good round of footy, and I'll tell you what, if anybody gets 8 out of 8, you're a fucking genius. Now, I will say this. In round 15 and in round 14, I got 7 from 8, so I have been in pretty good form with my tips as of late, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this round goes about. But before we get into the tips, I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat. Hello to Faraz. SS Storm fan is here. Nighthawk Gaming is in the house. Daniel Sexton. Jason Rader is here, as he always is. A great man himself. William Pearson. Yoza. Luke Melbourne Storm fan. The chat is building up, and it's good to see a good crowd here for, your Tuesday night, June 28th, 2022, 7:03 p.m. All right. CJ, let's get into the round of footy, mate. Should be a good round of footy.
Good. Start off.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, round 16 of the NRL, Beanie for Brain Cancer round, kicks off Thursday night, Brookvale Oval, 7:50 p.m. It is the Manly Seagulls up against the Melbourne Storm, an old rivalry game here, so this should be very fiery. The Battle of Brookie, you might as well say. The old Glenn Stewart versus Adam Blair fight. Hopefully, we can see something like this happen again. The odds for the game, Melbourne Storm, $1.35 favourites. Manly, $3.10. CJ, before I go for the ins and outs real quick, do you think this will be a close game on Thursday night?
Yeah, I do. I think it'll be really close. I think. Do I just give my tip now?
Yeah, if you want. What's your tip?
Yeah, all right, I'll go Melbourne by 10, 24-14, and I think Ryan Papenhuyzen will score in his return.
Yeah, nice. I'm just having a quick look at the ins and outs. So, Josh Alloway is out for Manly, which is a massive blow. He's been really good for Manly this season. So that means Tafala Sipley will go to the front row with Jake starting, and
Paseka goes back to the bench. And as for the Melbourne Storm, Kafusi's out with a personal matter. So Chris Lewis is named in the back row and everybody else is expected to play. Jaden Nikorima goes to the interchange bench for the Melbourne Storm. And Ryan Pappenhausen, mate, jersey number 19. He will most likely play on Thursday night. So you're going to Storm by 10, are you?
Yep, Storm 1 to 12.
All right. Well, I'm going to go the Melbourne Storm, and I'm going to go the Melbourne Storm by 24 points. I think that'll be too good. I can't see Manly winning at all, mate. I'm going to go with a scoreline of let's go Melbourne 34 to 10. So 24-point win. Melbourne to win 34 points to 10 and first try scorer. I like Justin Olam for the first try. What about you, mate? First try scorer, who do you reckon? I'm going Olam.
First try scorer. I haven't looked at Melbourne's team list, but I'll say Dean Iramara.
Yeah, he's on the wing, so not bad. But I think we both agree that Melbourne, they should be a little bit too good for the Seagulls on Thursday night. But who knows? Anyway, the next game, Friday night, 6 o'clock at McDonald Jones Stadium. It is the
the snooze game.
It's the Newcastle Knights up against the Gold Coast Titans. I don't think anybody on this planet gives a flying fuck about this match. The odds are $1.90 each. No one cares about this game. Newcastle were trying to, I guess they're trying to keep their finals hopes alive, and the Gold Coast are trying to avoid the wooden spoon. Ins and outs real quick. Tex Hoy goes to fullback with Kalen Ponga being ruled out. Bradman Best and Daniel Saifidi and Jake Clifford are all named in the reserves. Lachlan Fitzgibbon and Homer Hunt also in the reserves. The Tex Hoy to fullback. Fucking Dominic Young keeps his spot in the wing. Milford Clune halves. Everything else seems to be normal for Newcastle. As for the Gold Coast, Sam Lasone is out. David Fafita's back on the bench for the Gold Coast. Kevin Proctor and Corey Thompson are in the reserves for the Gold Coast as well. CJ, Knights and Titans, mate. What's going to happen here?
I think it'll be high scoring, but I think it'll be close. I'll go the Knights by 6, 26-20, and Adam Clune to score any time.
I think Newcastle win as well. I do not know. Actually, no. I don't give a fuck who wins. I think this will be the worst game of the weekend. I reckon Newcastle win. I reckon they might win well. Back at home. Gold Coast don't travel well. They are poor at travelling. And their record in New South Wales itself is dreadful. So I'm going to go Newcastle by 14, CJ. I'm going to go Newcastle. Let's go 26-12 in favour of the Newcastle Knights. And first try scorer, I'm going to give you a first try score to Mitch Barnett.
Barnett. Yeah, wow. 13 plus Newcastle. Fun.
This will be a shit game, bro. It will be a shit game. Anyway, Newcastle by 14. I reckon I'll beat the Titans easily. All right. Friday night at 7:50 p.m. out at Penrith. It's the Panthers and the Roosters. The Panthers are $1.15. The Roosters are $5.50. Let's have a look at the ins and outs real quick. Penrith are unchanged. They are at full strength, 1 through the 17. And as for the Roosters, Victor Radley returns to the Roosters. He'll start at lock, which means Fletcher Baker will go back to the interchange bench for the Roosters. And obviously no Luke Keary. So Sam Walker to halfback, Drew Hutchison to 5'8". CJ, Penrith versus Roosters. Can the Roosters cause an upset?
No. I'll go Panthers by 16, 30-14, and any time try, I'll give it to Apisai Coruscant.
I will go the Panthers by 18. I think they'll be far too good. The Roosters are still trying to find their identity. No Keary as well, which is a big blow. Radley's a big inclusion, but Roosters just aren't looking good at the moment. Penrith are playing too good. And they're at home as well. And last time they played, Penrith put a big score on them. And there's no reason why they won't do it again. But I think the Roosters will be a bit better than last time they played because the Roosters have had players in the Origin arena, so their confidence should be a bit higher. So I'll go Penrith by 18. I'll go with a scoreline of Panthers 30, Roosters 12. And first try scorer, mate, I'm going to go with William Kikau.
He's been in terrific form. So,
What about you, first try scorer?
first try scorer, I'll give it to Taylor May.
Taylor May, very nice on that left wing. All right, let's go to Super Saturday, CJ. First game is at 3 p.m. at CommBank Stadium down there in Parramatta. It's the Bulldogs up against the Sharks. The Sharks are $1.40 here. The Bulldogs are at $3. Bulldogs are 1-2 in a row, so they've got a bit of form, the Dogs. Ins and outs real quick for the Bulldogs. They are 1-17 from their last game they played against the Tigers 2 weeks ago. And Bailey Biondo Otto is on jersey number 20. I think he would be a chance maybe on the bench, replacing Zach Docker-Clay, maybe. But who knows? And as for the Sharks, Andrew Fafita returns in jersey number 17, which drops out Braden Trindle to the reserves. Bulldogs and Sharks. There is a bit of a smell of an upset here for the Bulldogs, CJ, but Bulldogs and Sharks, mate, what do you reckon?
I'll go to safe option. I'll tip Cronulla by 8, 20-12. And I think Blake Brayley will score first.
I'm going to go Cronulla, and I'm going to go Cronulla by 7.
Oh, 7.
I think this is going to be closer than what we all think. A lot of people are out there tipping the Bulldogs, and I reckon they might actually be on the money here. I reckon they generally have a chance of winning this game. But I'm going to go the Sharks, 27 points to 20. I think we'll get a really high-scoring game, bro. I think this will be competitive. I think it'll be high-scoring. Should be a dry pitch down there at CommBank. So I'm going the Sharks by 7, 27 points to 20. A late field goal from Nico Hines or Matty Moylan. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Matt Moylan, CJ.
He's been in good form as well, so Sharks to win.
Sharks to win, absolutely. I agree with you on that one. All right, let's go to the big one, the game of the round, mate. Saturday night, 5:30 p.m., Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. It's the Queensland Derby. It's going to be a classic. Cowboys in third, Broncos in fifth. It's a top 4, top 5 clash. Cowboys versus Broncos, CJ. Cowboys $1.50, Broncos $2.50. What a game this is going to be. Before I get your tips, CJ, ins and outs real quick. Tom Gilbert's back for the Cowboys. He will start in the back row. Connolly Lamelu was out. Luciano Leilua will make his Cowboys debut off the bench in jersey number 15. And Kyle Felt is in jersey number 22. Kyle Felt could make a late inclusion. And for the Broncos, real quick, they are without Roberts, so Adam Reynolds returns. Reece Kennedy will be in the reserves as well. There is a question mark on Payne Haas, whether he will play or not. But at the moment, he is named to play. This is going to be a cracker, CJ. Cowboys, Broncos. Last time they played was in round 3. I was there Sunday afternoon. The Cowboys beat them 38-12, which nobody saw coming. What happens here, mate? Cowboys and Broncos on Saturday night.
All right, the pressure's on. I'll tip the Cowboys by 3. 23 to 20.
What the fuck?
Reece Robson to score any time, and it'll be a field goal shootout, and then Townsend gets a field goal at the end.
Fucking hell, 23-20. That's the most unusual scoreline I think I've ever heard on the channel. But I like it. It's different. It's very interesting. Fuck, man. Last time the Cowboys played 2 weeks ago was against Manly, and obviously they came back from the dead. They're back at home. Cowboys are back at home. And the only 2 players that were without is Ruben Cotter and Kyle Felt. Everybody else is in and good to go. Broncos, I've got a question mark on Payne Haas. If Payne Haas gets ruled out, this scoreline could get really ugly. And oh fuck, defensively, Brenko Lee is a bit of a fucking defensively. We all know what he's like.
Yeah,
Call me
that's
biased
pretty-
if you want. I really don't care. I reckon the Cowboys are going to win this game quite comfortably on Saturday night. I
Yeah.
reckon the Cowboys win well. I reckon the Cowboys win by 20.
20. Wow. Fuck.
I reckon they'll be too good up at Townsville. They're at home. They're all fit. Only 2 injuries. Brisbane. Look, if Payne Haas doesn't play, it could be 30-40. But how are the Broncos going to win up in Townsville? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a rivalry game, but the Cowboys are in too good of a form, aren't they? Like, they're playing too well. They are playing too good at the moment. So I'm going the Cowboys by 20. I'm going to go with a scoreline of let's have a look at the scoreline. I'm trying to think of a scoreline at the top of my head. Fuck it. Let's go 30-10.
Wow, man. A blowout Queensland derby again.
It happened last time, and last time we played them, we were $3.50, and we flogged them at Brisbane by fucking 38-12. So it could happen.
Wow.
I'm going the Cowboys 30-10. First try scorer is going to be Valentine Holmes.
That's a massive call to tip by 20, man. But
Why not?
the boys,
Cowboys are going to kill them. It will not be close. Cowboys win, and the Cowboys will win well.
Oh wow, man. It's
All right.
massive.
Let's go to Saturday night footy, mate. The last game on Saturday night, 7:35 p.m. at Accor Stadium. It's your boys, CJ, the Rabbitohs, up against the Eels. The Eels are favourites, $1.60. Rabbitohs are outsiders at $2.40. Let's have a look at the ins and outs. The return of Latrell Mitchell. Big
finally.
inclusion for the Bunnies. Latrell is back. Big inclusion here. He will go to fullback. Cody Nicarima will go back to the interchange bench. Tom Burgess goes to the bench with Mark Nichols in the starting side. Isaiah Tass is in the reserves as well. As for the Eels, Nathan Brown will be in the reserves for Parramatta, and everything else seems to be as normal for Parramatta. Souths against Parramatta, mate. This is going to be close, isn't it, CJ? What's your prediction for the game?
Still a chance I'll be there, depending on how I feel. But I'll go Souths by 4. I'll back the boys. I'll say 20 points to 16, and a Latrell Mitchell double for the return.
Ooh,
Get
wow.
in there.
This is really hard to fucking pick because last time Souths played, they got absolutely fucked by the Dragons. Latrell Mitchell's back. Does Lachlan Ilias still have his confidence for what happened a fortnight ago? Are Parramatta going to be able to beat a team they should beat? It's 6 versus 7 on the ladder. Souths and 7s, Eels and 6. This is really hard for me to pick. But I'm going to go with Parramatta. I just feel if Parramatta are a fair income threat to this competition, if they're a legit contender, they should be betting Souths. I know Latrell's back and that may get Souths over the line, but it's going to be really close. But I'm going to go Parramatta by 8. I'll go Parramatta. Let's go with a scoreline of 26-18 in favour of the Eels. And for the first try scorer, I'm going to go with Reid Marnie from dummy half.
I really do think if Para win, unfortunately, I think that's the top 6 cemented. I really do.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
Let's just hope we get up then.
Well, yeah, I think Parramatta will win by 8, and obviously you're going with South, so should be a good game. All right, let's go to Sunday football. Sunday football, 2 o'clock, the homecoming. It's finally happening. The Warriors are back at Mount Smart Stadium. The New Zealand Warriors are back in New Zealand playing at home. This is going to be a very emotional day for the Warriors and all their supporters. It's the Warriors versus the Tigers. The Warriors, $1.55 favourites here. West Tigers at $2.45. CJ, before we... Oh, actually, no. Hang on. Let me go for the ins and outs real quick. Dynamis Louis out for the Warriors. Ewan Aiken goes to the centres. Aaron Penne and Freddie Lustick are in the reserves for New Zealand as well. And Eli Katoa goes back to the bench. And for the West Tigers. Alex Twal is out. Stefano returns to the bench. Musgrove will start with Tamo. Famuna Brown starts at hooker. And James Roberts goes back to the centers for the Tigers. Warriors, Tigers. CJ, what happens here?
Whenever big events in New Zealand occur, the Warriors seem to get up for it. And this is probably the biggest event in the club's history, dare I say. I'll tip the Warriors by 30. This is going to be a... The Warriors 38-8, and Sean Johnson will score.
Fuck. That's a big scoreline, mate. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the West Tigers have no chance of winning this game.
I agree.
The Warriors will win this game, and the Warriors will win this game very, very well. I'm going to go the Warriors to win, and I'm going to go the Warriors 50-0.
Oh, what?
The Warriors are going to put 50 on the Tigers.
Holy fuck.
I'm going the Warriors 50-0. This is going to be a bloodbath. This is the Warriors grand final. This game.
Holy shit.
They are going to absolutely annihilate the West Tigers. They are going to destroy them.
50-0. Holy fuck.
I reckon they're going to absolutely fucking destroy them, bro. I'm going the Warriors by 50, and first try scorer, it's going to be Sean Johnson.
Absolutely, man. He has to this game.
The West Tigers are the ultimate sacrificial lamb this weekend.
Oh, wow. What a scoreline.
Warriors by 50. I don't know what it's paying, but get on the cunt early because by the time we get to kick off, the odds will change like crazy. But Warriors will put they'll put 50 on the Tigers this weekend. They will do it. In case you're still shocked and you guys did not hear me correctly, the Warriors are going to put 50 on the West Tigers on Sunday afternoon.
Holy fuck, man.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm telling you. It's going to happen.
50.
I can't wait to be right.
Fuck,
All right.
man.
Let's get to the final game of the weekend where I think you could literally flip a coin here, man. Sunday afternoon, 4:05 p.m. at Wynn Stadium down there at Wollongong. It's the Dragons versus the Raiders. Raiders are favourites here at $1.65. Dragons at $2.25. Ins and outs real quick. Dragons, they are unchanged from their last encounter, although Jaden Sullivan is in jersey number 20. He could be a late inclusion on the bench, maybe. And as for the Raiders, James Schiller is out, so that means Xavier Savage will go to fullback, I'm assuming, by looks of things here. Jack White returns at 5'8". So Jack White will be at jersey number 6. He's back from COVID. And Charles Nickel-Clockstad will return to the interchange bench as well for the Green Machine. Dragons and Raiders, CJ, this is a real flip of the coin.
Oh, this is tough. I'll tip the Raiders by 2. I'll go 18-16. I think it'll come down to a goal, man. Someone's going to miss a goal. Will be crucial. And I think Joseph Tarpanay will score.
Joseph Tarpanay to score. Okay, nice. I'm going the Dragons. And guess what? The Dragons are my specials of the weekend. Dragons will win. And the Dragons will win by 6. I'll go with a scoreline of, I reckon it'll be a high-scoring game. I'll go the Dragons 30-24. High-scoring game. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Jack Bird in the back row.
Bro, honestly, I can see this game being probably golden point.
Well, mate, it could be. And look, the Dragons are at home. They're $2.25. Raiders are favourites. That's incredible. So, for mine, Dragons are specials of the weekend. They'll win. Dragons,
they could.
Dragons by 12. Dragons by 6 for me. This will be close. This will be really tight. If the game was in Canberra, I'd probably go with Canberra, but Dragons at home, we'll get them by 6. All right. We'll go through the tips real quick with the margins, so that way people, in case they missed out on who we tipped, we'll just go through it real quick. Manly and Melbourne, I've gone Melbourne 13+.
Melbourne 1-12.
Newcastle versus the Gold Coast. I've gone with the Newcastle Knights 13+.
Newcastle 1-12.
Panthers Roosters. I've gone with the Panthers 13+.
Panthers 13+.
Bulldogs and Sharks. I've gone with the Sharks 1-12.
Sharks 1-12 as well.
Cowboys and Broncos. I've gone with the Cowboys 13+.
Cowboys by 3.
So 1-12.
Yep, 1-12.
Rabbitohs and Eels. I've gone with the Eels 1-12.
Souths 1-12. Get in.
I've gone with the Warriors 50+.
Warriors 13+.
And Dragons 1-12 for me.
Raiders 1-12 here.
All right. Well, CJ, we've got 1, 2. Well, we got 2 different, so that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Well, mate, thanks for coming on the round 616 tips, and Beanie for brain cancer round's gonna be fantastic, bro. So thanks for coming on.
Nah, thanks for having me on. It's going to be a good round of footy. Great initiative as well.
It's going to be fantastic. And everyone, if you guys enjoyed the tipping video, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good shit. Share the video around to your friends, your cousins, whoever. Anyway, we're getting out of here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the Rugby League Breakdown podcast. Until then, take care, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah. Broncos supporters,